Hey, I'm Dr. Dave Harris, and I want to welcome you to our series of videos on television and video production. We're talking about video cameras, and we're talking specifically in this video about the black and white balance and shutter settings on a generic camera. Here we have a typical front panel on a camera. This right here is where the lens would go. This is going to be on the front below the lens. We've got a couple of switches and a button. We've got, first of all, the white and black balance switches that are right here. I've got one switch that goes two directions. So if I go up, it's going to be AWB, meaning auto white balance. If I go down with this switch, it's going to go to ABB, which is going to be auto black balance. So if I flip that switch down, the iris is going to close all the way and it's going to perform, meaning the camera is going to perform a black balance. If I flip the switch up, I should have the camera focused in and have white filling the screen. That'll allow us to do a white balance given the lighting conditions that are shining on that white at the specific time. I can only do this AWB if on the side panel, which would be over here on the camera, is set to either white balance A or white balance B. It would not work if it's on the white balance preset. So I would set that to A or B, then I'd flip that switch up temporarily, let go, let the camera perform the white balance, and all is good. We also have the shutter control, very hard to see, which is generally the case. You usually have to use these with just feel. You just kind of bring your hand around underneath the lens and feel where the switches are. This shutter actually has this little kind of nuclear warhead guard on it to make sure you don't accidentally flip this switch. And you'll find that on some cameras in today's world. I've got three settings on this particular switch. I've got shutter off, I've got switch down would be shutter on, and then temporary switch down would be to select the shutter speed. So I can have the shutter off, or I can turn it on, or once I have it on, I can select from any range of shutter speeds. Lastly, I have down here at the very bottom, I've got another record transport control button where I can push that to get the camera rolling if I didn't want to use one of the other two record buttons on this camera. Lastly, I should probably mention this is just a menu selector wheel, something we talk about in another video. This video is part of a series of videos on television and video production. Do visit our channel and subscribe if you want more video content, and please visit our Patreon page for extra information, for access to more things, and to donate to help us support this series of videos. And as always, thank you for your support. I am Dr. Dave Harris.